Yo, what's good? It's Dayo again, and I'm here with the UFC Fight Night. Nelson versus Ponzinibbio fight card in Glasgow, Scotland. Analysis slash predictions. Now I'm gonna do a few fights on the main card. The first fight, Khalil Roundtree versus Paul Craig. Now this is a classic striker versus grappler. You have Khalil Roundtree, who is very powerful on the feet, very explosive, but he has a ground deficiency, like especially in this fight against Paul Craig, because Paul Craig very high submission rate in his wins. Watching Khalil Rountree's fights, he has a very good initial sprawl, but it be those wrestlers who can chain together takedowns that are able to get him down. So he's gonna have to work on chain wrestling. Paul Craig, I'm not sure how good his wrestling is, but he does have a high submission rate. So when he gets the fight to the ground, he's most likely gonna submit Khalil Roundtree. As for my prediction, I'ma say Khalil Roundtree by knockout. I think he'll be able to defend the takedown. The next fight I'm gonna do is Stevie Ray versus Paul Felder. Now this probably, if I had to guess, this will be the fight of the night right here. Two very good strikers, two very tough strikers. It's gonna be a close fight. You have Stevie Ray. He just beat Joe Lozon in a crazy fight. Came back from a 10-8 first round and got a 10-8 third round against him. And then you have Paul Felder coming out for a crazy elbow knockout. So this is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a striking war. But I feel like I'm gonna have to go with Stevie Ray, because I feel like Stevie Ray, he gets hit less, even though he got hurt against Joe Lozon in that first round. I feel like Paul Felder gets hit more, and I feel like this will just be a technical striking match, and I just see Stevie Ray landing more shots and being more evasive. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Stevie Ray by decision. The next fight, Joanne Calderwood versus Cynthia Calvillo. Now you have Joanne Calderwood. She's a very good striker. Her losses are by submission. Which is Cynthia Calvillo, which is her main strength. So Joanne, her best chance is keeping this fight standing, even keeping it in kicking range. Because Cynthia can put some hands on her too on the stand up. But I love Joanne's kicks. She has really good kicks. And Cynthia, she has decent striking, but she's very good on the ground. Very good with submissions. As for my prediction, I'm gonna have to go with Calvillo. I just feel like Joanne on the feet, she has a tendency to eat shots on the feet. Even though I think she's the better striker. I feel like this fight will eventually go to the ground and Cynthia will get the submission. I feel like the grappling discrepancy is way too large in Cynthia's favor. And as for the main event, Gunnar Nelson versus Santiago Ponzinibbio. You have Gunnar Nelson, who has that karate style. Very good on the ground, very good wrestling. He's very well rounded. I see Gunnar possibly contending for a title. Within the next 2 years. I see him possibly contending for a title. And you have Ponzinibbio. I was surprised that too many people wasn't aware of who Ponzinibbio was when this fight was announced. Even amongst the hardcore fans, the fans who were supposed to be hardcore, they didn't know who he is. But every time he fights, man, he is exciting, bro. Very aggressive, very high volume, just an entertaining striker. Striking wise, this fight is it's closer on the feet than it is on the ground. Ponzinibbio will want to keep this fight standing, and I think Gunnar eventually gonna want to take him down. I think if Ponzinibbio, he can win if he is able to defend the takedown and keep it standing. I think he'll be able to just outwork Gunnar on the feet. But I feel like Gunnar will win if he can take it to the ground. I think Gunnar will get the submission. So as for my prediction, I predict Gunnar Nelson by submission, probably round 2 or round 3. You know, I see him getting this fight to the ground, and I see him getting the submission. So yeah, tell me what y'all think in the comments. I can like this video, subscribe, and all that. Peace.